What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. I'm your host, Apoc, the Jealous Hater, and welcome to the channel.
Hello, you guys.
Well, hello, you little homewrecker.
So excited for today. I'm going out of town, and I'm been waiting.
Was she going on another vacation with Jess fam and Brittany and baby, another cruise to get away from her crazy life?
I filmed this whole story, so it feels a little funny to repeat everything that I'm saying, but I had the microphone covered, so.
Oh, Kyra messed up on her audio. I mean, classic. Kyra move, but she wants to fix this, to spout whatever drivel she's going to, but not fix the real problems within her life.
Anyways, I wanted to get on here.
Bro, why is she so giddy?
And talk about my red hair. I know it's quite the thing right now, you guys.
She's acting like it's the talk of the town or something.
My hairdresser posted a picture of my hair at nighttime, and I didn't post anything, and by the morning there was a whole Reddit forum about my hair. I didn't read the forum.
All right, Kyra, just stop it right there. We know for a fact that you read every single comment. In fact, she probably created an alt account to reply to other people, because I saw that Reddit forum and there was people in there defending Kyra. I'm assuming that it was Kyra defending herself, which is just pathetic.
But I just saw a comment on her my hairdresser's page, and I felt so bad for her because...
Hold on, Kyra. You just said that you didn't read anything on the Reddit forum, no comments about your hair. But then now you're saying you went to somebody else's Instagram, her hairdresser, but you went on their Instagram on a post about her and her hair and read the comments. So what does it matter? You know what people are saying.
She's a hairdresser and she does not want to deal with people's drama in the comments.
Well, Kyra, it's actually your drama, and on the real as well. Let's not give that hairdresser any crap. Honestly, she didn't really do a bad job. This is just Kyra's vision. If it was just red, then it would look, fine, although the red doesn't suit her, but the color is fine. It doesn't look good on Kyra. Plus, the blonde streaks or whatever. But it's not the hairdresser's fault. So let's lay off her and, go to the root of the problem, because this is Kyra's vision. So give her the slack. So
I thought that I would get on here and talk about it because I think it's kind of funny, and I can't say I've never, I just haven't in a really long time gotten that many comments on an Instagram photo.
Bro, tell me you just admitted that you're irrelevant without telling me.
In a very long time, especially because on Instagram right now, if you post a picture, it's not really being shown to people because Reels are where Instagram is more headed. So
okay, so basically what she's saying is her posts don't get that much engagement because Instagram is pushing out Reels, and YouTube does sort of the same thing when they want to push out shorts. Shorts do really good sometimes, and YouTube wants you to make shorts, so they will push it out. So I kind of understand that. But when you have almost 500,000 followers on your Instagram, your engagement should be better than 42 comments. And I'm serious about that. She had 42 comments on one of her recent posts. I wanted to look at a post that didn't have any drama surrounding it. It was just a post and it had 42 comments. It did have 13,000 odd likes or whatever, but you have almost 500,000 followers. You should be able to get a little bit more than that. You know what I mean?
Anyways, aside from that, I wanted to share my thoughts on some of the comments, plus my opinion of my hair.
Yeah, no one really cares about your opinion anymore.
To be honest, it's an adjustment. I'm very glad I did it. I've always wanted to dye my hair red. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, that's why she only did it now and never said anything about it prior. In fact, she's done a lot of things recently, working out and going golfing and all these other things after she broke it off with Oscar. She has all these hobbies now. She likes to do things now since she broke up, but she never did them while she was with Oscar. So it is kind of weird. That's all I'm saying.
But I actually dyed it red before. It was just a temporary color, so it looked a lot different and wasn't as extreme of a change. And obviously this is much more bold and permanent.
Yeah. And you should have never done it.
And so I don't feel personally it fits me as beautifully as it fits everybody who's dyeing their hair red right now, because it's definitely a trend.
Is it trendy? Is it really trendy? Well, I think I've seen it on other people and it looks pretty decent, actually. I think I know the look. It just doesn't look good on Kyra, and there's plenty of other people that it would not look good on either. Honestly, I think she should have just stuck to blonde. I think that's her color. That's just what it comes down to.
I wish it did, and I'm kind of sad. And I think Laura did an amazing job.
I actually think she did a good job, aside from the blonde streaks, but that wasn't her fault. That was Kyra's.
She totally brought my vision to life.
It was a shitty vision.
And the picture I showed her on Pinterest, she copy and pasted.
So it wasn't really her vision. It was somebody else's. And then the hairdresser copy and pasted it basically onto Kyra. It wasn't her vision. It was somebody else's.
But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan in the whole world. Still glad I did it because like I said, I've always wanted to try it, but it is what it is. I paid a lot of money to get it done. So I'm definitely going to be keeping it until it fades. But the biggest part that I don't like about my hair is the blonde that's right here. I just am like my OCD is not happy with like the blunt color difference.
Okay. So I don't really get that OCD thing because if you saw it on Pinterest with the blonde streaks and all, wouldn't your OCD kick in like prior before actually getting it like on your head? Like, why is it that her OCD only after the fact of getting it but not prior? That just doesn't click with me.
And the next thing, I might very well regret making this story.
She loves this stuff. Kyra likes to pretend that she's not into drama or whatever, but she loves the drama. That's why she's also like trolling people all the time about her and Preston being together.
But I also am just like sick of sitting here with my mouth shut. Like, I mean, it's been a year and I still just sit here like an idiot.
Well, yeah, you have, but you haven't really just sat around and not said anything. You've told your community to fuck off. You've also been pretty open about your relationship on Instagram. You just aren't showing Preston. You're like going around on dates or whatever, and we know that he's there. You're just not showing him because you want to respect his privacy, but not the privacy of your own children. Make it make sense. I don't know.
So, and this is kind of a silly thing to address, but
she likes to address the silly things, you know, like her hair, but won't address the real questions.
I would never dye my hair a certain color for a man.
No, I think you would. You cheated on Oscar. You kind of like broke up your family for a guy. So I think dyeing your hair would be cake compared to all that.
Let alone really any choices. If you guys know me in real life or have watched my videos for a long time.
But Kyra, I thought we couldn't know you based from 15-minute vlogs. I love how vloggers do this crap. They like to play pretend that we don't know them when we watch so many of their videos. Like we know them on a personal level at this point because of everything that they have shared online. But then when there's controversy and when there's questions to be answered, all of a sudden we don't know anything about them and we need to mind our own business.
You probably know I'm obnoxiously stubborn and do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that's actually a problem I'm working on in life.
She's not working on it. I highly doubt that she is.
But I definitely would never dye my hair a color because a man told me to. And if they did, I probably would do the opposite.
No, you did the whole thing. Whatever daddy says. You definitely would just dye your hair for something. I mean, you're getting your tits done.
This was very much an independent choice. And yeah. So regarding those comments.
Well, let's just say this. If it was up to her and she was the one that chose this, maybe she should have consulted with Preston because yikes.
I can't. And another thing that I definitely will, I already regret saying it before my words are out.
She doesn't regret saying it because if she did, she wouldn't actually say it. She's hyper aware that she shouldn't be saying some of the things that she's about to say, but she's going to say them anyways because she just has to. But she actually doesn't. She just loves to cause problems.
Another thing is that I would never, ever, ever, ever in a million trillion years leave my fiance and leave my very good life for another man. 10,000% that is very inaccurate.
Kyra, like, do you live in your own reality? She must live in her own world because that's literally what she did. She was with Oscar for 7 years, broke it off because like she cheated on him, didn't want to be with him or whatever her reasons were, right? Like that all happened. And then she did this whole self-love and I need to find confidence again, garbage, you know? And then within weeks, Preston's Instagram is gone. They stopped uploading on their Beneath the Sheets podcast. And then all of a sudden, Kyra and Hannah aren't friends anymore because she got with Preston. And from my sources, which are very credible, they are together. It's just so impossible to believe anything she says because we can debunk it because we saw it all unfold. She is a joke.
And I think a lot of people are taking these truths or proof and stretching it out and still calling it the truth.
Now, what she might be doing here is referring to like DCP's video about the like Las Vegas thing because a lot of it was alleged and a lot of it was just like purely speculation. There wasn't really a lot of receipts like within that video. There was like a couple of receipts, but most of it was like built upon a story.
And that is not accurate. Who I've slept with and how many people I've slept with, maybe those things are accurate. Who knows?
Did she just confirm that she's with Preston? I think she did. But you just gotta love how she says all these things are inaccurate and that we are just stretching the truth and believing lies, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing, man. All she has to do is come out with her own sit-down video and tell her story, tell her side, tell her truth or whatever. And then we can go from there. And then when people like her don't speak out, what happens is we tend to believe everything being said about her because she's not defending herself. Now, she kind of defends herself, but she doesn't actually elaborate. She doesn't go into detail. She doesn't explain anything. No, she just claims that we're all lying, and that's it. But Kyra, because I know you're watching this, if we're lying, then prove it. You are claiming that we are all lying and speculating and stretching the truth. Then all I gotta say is show the receipts, queen, and then we'll shut up. But you're not going to because it's actually true.
But as far as like the other things being said are definitely not true.
What other things aren't true, Kyra?
And I think that sometimes it's fun to believe those things, but when you really think about it, you realize like, okay, yeah, maybe like inch to a mile, you know?
No. It's actually not fun to believe these things. Like, I would rather you be with your family and work it out with Oscar for the sake of your children and not cheat on Oscar, not like break up the household. You know what I mean? Like, what is she talking about? Like, this isn't fun.
I shouldn't have started because now I can't stop.
She just loves it so much. She just loves causing drama.
The absolute last thing I'm going to say before I get off and edit and upload a video and then go on vacation is
just got to throw a little shade before she bounces.
Drama channels are really fun. I know.
I thought you didn't like drama channels.
I can't even lie. I get so invested too, especially I think the channel is called Spill Sesh. I have watched her videos and very guilty. Can't lie to you, but
okay, so I have no real issues with Spilly, although I did watch her videos, which I should actually react to those because I didn't like Spilly's videos on okbaby or Kyra with like the whole breakup thing. They were actually like bad and super one-sided and biased as hell. But it's no wonder that Kyra liked Spill Sesh because from what I saw from all the other commentary channels talking about their breakup, Spill Sesh was the only one up Kyra's ass.
As far as some other ones go, unfortunately, a lot of that stuff is inaccurate, and you should always kind of look into the people who are making videos about other people talking full time, because if you know anybody in real life who talk every day, all day, especially like grown people.
We all know she's making fun of DCP's age.
They're probably kind of weird. And then also to add on top of that, some of them have horrible allegations about relationships with children when they're apparently protecting children. So just do your research.
Okay, so here's the issue with what she said. She could have said something else and it would have been, you know, credible, because DCP has said and done a lot of shady things online. I mean, he stalked and harassed Micah Stauffer, and yes, he actually did these things. For anybody who's about to freak out in my comment section, he did these things. He actually wanted to round up a bunch of people who hate the Stauffers and go to their home where they have other children there. And then there's the whole Brianna K thing where he Google Earthed her street's address and called it an oversight. He named up all the landmarks around her home and then located on Google Earth the stores that she goes to because he wanted to know which ones she went to, which is super, super weird. And for anyone who's watching this who doesn't know these things, I will put a link down below because I already made a video on it prior. I'll put a link down below so you can view those clips for yourself because I'm not going to go find them and put them in here. But I will put it in the description. I'll always do that. Let's also not forget where DCP like stalked and harassed Huxley's new like adopted parents on Instagram and threatened them with this community, and then got mad at his new mom for blocking him because he was demanding information on the boy. Like, this is weird stuff. Now, you can call it whatever you want. All I'm saying is all that is super sus. So if she went with that, at least she has receipts. At least it's credible because he has done these things and there's other things he has done. But she did talk about like relationships with children, and that's where she lost her argument. I agree. Do your research on the people that you watch or stan or whatever, because they can be weirdos. And then you can kind of decide if you want to support them or not. But it doesn't really matter because everything DCP has done thus far, it just gets ignored, shoved under the rug because his community just doesn't really care. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for now. Subscribe if you're new, like if you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Okay, bye, you losers.